deep, to rigorously study each and every one of you since birth, so we know what your weakness is. Our strength is made perfect in your weaknesses now. Before I go any further, I want you to understand that I hate you. The main purpose of me having this conversation is to show you how much I appreciate you, so thank you, because your generation has generated so much hope for me. It's pathetic, yet it's impressive, so please, continue with your carelessness. See, you don't even have to worship me, because I'm the only being that you can make your God without even being aware of it. So by default, I win. If you're not in him, it's not even a contest. See, when you don't serve the God that's right, I'm the only God that's left. Therefore, there's no need to discriminate. I've even come to eliminate him, he's, her, she's. Kisses from me are sweeter than pieces of chocolate droplets. So, Adam, Eve, take and eat. Your disobedience is so sexy to me. See, I have a fetish for hypocrites. The way you go from right to wrong, from light to dark, that turns me on like a switch, because you switch when you walk. So justify him and justify sins you're already condemned, and just allow me to cause you to pass the rock of your salvation, which brings deliverance to your soul. Now you can never blame me. See, I just gave you an assist. You took yourself to the hole. Every day, I replicate a reversed Halloween. But my potential costumes are made of flesh and blood, with a spirit that is breathed and a will that is free. I see billions of costumes now. Who should I be? How about the perfect guy you'd like to meet? Kind of rough, or kind of sweet, with a pair of hurricane eyes that'll shatter the levees of your heart and sweep you off your feet. But instead of a ring, I'll just hand you a leash and treat you like the female dog that you are to me. Or I can come in a miniskirt with heels, because I know you like this, guys. But sometimes that is my disguise. I'm a terrorist of the eye, the way I hijack your mind and make you blind to what's right. I have you so enticed that you might just cheat on your wife, or better yet, die for me. Because when you put truth under this bed, you'll always lie with me, no lie. In the end, nobody wins. That's why we end up with our souls tied. See, I have used mankind to become the greatest diversion that mankind has ever seen. Because I never look like the problem. When I make the problem look like human beings. See, if sisters have strife with sisters and brothers could fight their brothers, I have the victory. Because you end up with nations of wounded families, but an unscarred enemy. It tickles me because I patented segregation. So the separation of the brethren is just an extension of that invention. So no matter how many children are born into God's kingdom, I make sure they all see section. Sometimes things are not always as bad as they seem. I want you to pretend that hell is like a beautiful dream, like a blind date with darkness, because love won't be seen, but you will be constantly embraced by undying flames, and excruciating pain will seem like relief. But wait, no, wait. There's been a glitch in my plans that some of you may call grace. Because despite my flowery displays of affection, my showering with bouquets of temptation, how come when one rose, everything changed? It was that Christ Over 2,000 years ago, I manipulated and perverted men to capture that innocent lamb, to torture and murder him, because I knew that once the only hope of humanity was dead, I would wear upon my head the glory of omnipotence as my crown, for I, ruler of darkness, prince of the air, could only rise when the sun was down. But he flipped the script on me. It's the very thing I was trying to use to bind you forever. He turned around and used it to set you free. It's like they MC hammered those nails in his wrist. I'm disgusted because the blood that covers believers is too legit. So when you commit, your spirit scream can't touch this. He is a reckless romantic. He would put his entire kingdom on hold to hold you. Why? Would an impeccable God be so desperate to make a flawed and broken creature whole? You don't even have the slightest clue how much he adores you. That's why I'm deceiving men and distracting them from seeing him. Yes, I'm always planning to bring calamity, so I can magic trick you into thinking that he vanished. But no matter what happens, he always finds a way to breathe a peace on you that passes my understanding. Of course, your Lord has already conquered me. Why do you think these weapons I formed against you are not prospering? I am dead meat. That's why I have beef with you. All of you that believe. And you know he's crushing my head, but I've barely bruised his feet, so day and night I approach his throne with accusations of you. But despite my efforts, he never sees you as trash, but instead as a treasure. He has made his grace so environmentally friendly, the way he embraces humans with his arms shaped like blue bins. It's beyond stupid, it's unusual. Despite how filthy and damaged you are, he still desires to recycle, aka renew you and use you again. His heart is like an internet address bar. He's constantly conducting worldwide searches for lives that will allow him to clear their history and give them new sights, for they are spiritually blind. But I've had enough, because it's completely irrational. It just doesn't make sense why he loves you. He loves you so much. Why does he long for your arrival like a child does December 25th? You tread upon his mercy with an attitude like Scrooge, but he sits and lets it pass, and yet is willing to take you back like the ghost of Christmas past. It's foolish, but I'm running out of time. This clock is like a bomb. It's ticking away, and those of you that don't watch it will watch it blow up in their face. Now brisk are the movements of my feet. I don't play. Research the synonym of insomniac and replace it with my name. I'm awake and I work and I work and I go with no breaks. Till I go with no breaks, plus I'm drunk with road rage, and the only thing that stands in my way is this dead end route called hell. So let's crash and burn together forever, please. Please, I beg you, don't surrender to him. Though he said I have life, if you spell devil backwards, at least you have lived. I would give you the world in exchange for your soul. So please, satisfy my soul need. If the sky were the limit for your souls, I would reach. But thank your God that my sky has a ceiling called the soles of your feet.